All right, Ron Goodall, FightHype.com. I'm here with Lamont Roach Sr., who just got back from the press conference out in Texas and already back in the gym. You guys don't want to take a day off or something to rest or nothing?
No days off, man. We got business to handle, man. We just got to grind, man. Greatness comes with sacrifice. We willing to sacrifice for that greatness.
You know, I'll get straight into it. The big thing was just trying to get you guys like a big opportunity, a big fight, you know, something to get back in the mix, because after all the craziness that's been going on this year, now here you are, pay-per-view, Pitbull, San Antonio. I mean, it's a big arena. I mean, might be even bigger than the Barclays. So, I mean, in this sense, how happy are you guys just to be back and ready to roll?
I'm very happy to be back, man, because that's what we do. We fighters, we want to fight, you know what I'm saying? So what better way to close the year out with a big card as the main event on a pay-per-view on Amazon. So we want to thank those guys at PBC, Amazon, and the whole crew for making this thing happen. Very excited, man. We built for this. We're going up to another weight class to challenge the great champion in Pitbull Cruz. Lamont is on his legacy, more like he stated many, many times, man. So stay tuned, get there. If you don't get there, order the pay-per-view.
You know, we've seen people do weight jumps like Crawford and Canelo, where like people are wondering, you know, this guy just moved up 154 and now he's going to 168. Lamont's kind of doing something similar where he's like 130 to 135 to 140 to maybe 147 with Ryan poking at him and other guys around him. So I guess, how are you guys doing that transition, and how has that been, just getting him to move up slowly at times?
Well, you know, it's something that we wanted to do. Once we counted 30, you know, probably wanted to unify, but we wanted to go up to the divisions and get other championships. So this 40 at 35 felt real good and strong. Now we're going up to 40, so we should really be two division champion, fight for our third title. So that makes for greatness and legacy, which Lamont is all about, his legacy and greatness, and he want to be one of like the throwback fighters thing he mentioned in the interview. He want to go back to the glory days. He's walking it like he talking, and you can see it with this type of fight he's taking right now. And I'm expecting big things from him.
You know, walk me through how this fight was made, because I saw the rollout, the menu that you guys did. It was cool. You know, you had like Shakur here, and then you had Pitbull and Gary Russell over here. So just how did this fight become the fight amongst the others?
Man, that was good, man. That was all, you know, content, man. Getting good with that stuff. But that was all like menu. Besides that old man special was $0. So, but Lamont going crazy with that, man. So that was good. It was funny moment. But at the end of the day, Pitbull, man, you know what I'm saying? Cruz was on the menu, and that's something that we looking to take on, man. So it was in the works for a while. After, you know, our other fight fell out, so we can call it a fallout, but you know, it's Pitbull, you know what I'm saying? End of the year, another title at 140, a great fighter, Mexican fan base, fighting in San Antonio, Texas, a great place, great fight town. Can't wait, man. We're excited to close the year out with a bang.
You know, I know Pitbull is a come-forward fighter, very electric, very exciting style. So we've seen Lamont be able to show that in his last fight, and obviously his other fights, but specifically the one that stood out, that he can stay in the middle of the ring and bang with the best of them, especially heavy-handed punchers. So what type of fight can we expect as the fans between two guys like Lamont and Pitbull?
Exactly what you said right there, man. Expect fireworks, man. It's going to be a bomb burner, man. Lamont can do it all, man. He's not a one-trick pony. But one thing about him, he like to fight. So he's getting in. I think he more than can handle himself and be ready for anything Pitbull has to bring to the table. And he chasing great. So to be great, you got to take on fights like this, challenges like this to prove your worth, man. That's what we do right now. We want to be one of the basics of boxing, and he's walking it like he told.
You know, I'll put the blame on myself, because I know comments and people always go, you know, they always kind of claim that you guys consistently talk about certain topics, right, or certain fighters. So this is as a reporter asking, you know, but I do know that there's been a lot of constant talks about how without the Tank fight itself, you guys wouldn't be essentially where you guys are at. And I know there was an interview with Calvin where, I guess, given the benefit of the doubt, was the concept of, because they were the A side, they went to move on to the Jake Paul fight because they essentially could, and they kind of blessed you guys because you guys weren't really like nobodies, right? It was kind of like the Floyd effect, where Floyd was able to elevate people's careers when they fought someone and they were the beneficiary of it. So I know that clip or that interview's kind of made some waves throughout the internet. Just kind of wanted to get your thoughts on I guess maybe the frustration that you might be feeling from not getting the fight, and maybe kind of being in that sense. Is there truth or validity in that sense where someone makes a comment like that?
It's a cheap shot. Let's call it what it is, you know what I'm saying? Unwanted, and it's surprising a little bit coming from a coach that known each other for some years, so, you know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, this boxing, you know, I'm gonna say adversity will pretty much show Pitbull's character, and it's showing right now with little stupid little talks like that. You know, it don't bother us one bit because we always somebody. We were somebody before we fought type, somebody after we fight type. So we was a world champion, world winner. Without boxing, we still somebody in that sense. But they don't give you the right. I don't care who you are, give you a right to think you can do what you want, or breach contracts, or act outside the business model. So, you know, you don't roll over for nobody. You know, we a man first. We've been it the right way, could have been it done, conducted better. You know what I'm saying? You just don't say because this happened, we get to do this. No, we made our name in the ring from our performance. We were given the opportunities, what you do with that opportunity. So it's, it is what it is, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, comments like that don't bother us, you know what I'm saying? But it was noted. It was noted what he said.
Do you feel like it's just backing the fighter though? Like it's his fighter and
Oh yeah, he doing what he is right now, you know what I'm saying, to back his fighter, you know, chasing him around, you know what I'm saying. He's in the loop right now no more, pretty much. Like popping up a press conference, asking a question. I ain't know if he was a reporter or a damn coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who in his corner these days, so maybe guys say and do what he want to get back in tight good graces. But to each his own, man. I'm just kind of like tired of even really talking about stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? We got some good, exciting fight on the line right now, man. We looking to go forward, man, not in the past.
You know, with the opportunity to get past a fighter like Pitbull opens up huge doors. Maybe a title fight with Matias, or maybe a Gary Russell, the younger one, or maybe even like you were talking about Ryan Garcia was kind of interested. He got excited to fight him, or things like that, or Rolly, right? And I know that back and forth on the ring, but is there that one type of fight that kind of stands out a little bit more than any of them if the Pitbull fight happens to be, you know, victorious and goes into 2026?
Yeah, right now we gotta focus on Pitbull. That's the main goal. We're not gonna never look past that. That's what we focus on. But to answer your question, any other fights out there? Yeah, we're looking at all those guys. You know, we still got Fort Stevens at 35. That's a fight that I think is 2-1. But 40 is empty. He missing the tears. Like, he won the real WBC. That's nobody fight he is. And I think coming off a pressure fight like this, and you can see how he deal with that type of pressure. That might be the next, you know, fight. You know, given, you know what I'm saying, that the style, from a stylistic standpoint, you can see what he can do against him.
Do you feel, because to me, I feel like the biggest maybe potential marketing fight would be the winner of Shakur and Tio, right? If that goes down. Do you see that as potentially the one that has to get made next year, regardless if a belt's on the line or not, or whatever? Like, that's just...
Yeah, I think that because it's an easy fight to make, because both of them won it. So, but we'll take the winner of that one. I think it was talks about Shakur and Tio. But again, like I said, December 6th, we got to take care of our business first before we get to those other big fights, and that's fueling our fire right now too. So that's why we determined to be a great one, so we can continue to fight great fighters like you mentioned.
You know, your son sparred Shakur, and so for that, I'm curious, what do you think about Shakur and Tio going down and maybe being, you know, in line for the winner of Pitbull and your son? I mean, do you have a potential winner or how that fight could play out?
I'm trying to get away from fight with you.
It's fine if you don't. If I mean, I guess maybe not prediction on who wins then, but potentially how the fight can go either or. I guess maybe.
It's good. Two fighters. It's a 50-50 fight, to be honest with you. But I'm leaning towards Shakur. I think Shakur will win that fight. It's just my personal opinion. But T.O. has the ability to win as well. So that's what it's about. That's another fight like we fight. That's making a statement that says boxing is still alive. Boxing is not dead when you got fights like this taking place.
You know, on this undercard, it's not just a regular undercard. It's going to have two people from your gym, Ben Johnson and your other son, Jordan Roach. I mean, as a coach, having one fighter on a card like this is awesome. Having two fighters on a card like this, but I believe you have three. So if you can tell me a little bit more about your other son and, you know, Ben, for some of the people who don't know, and how excited are you to have essentially just a stat card of your fighters in San Antonio on a pay-per-view event?
I'm very excited, man, for they get 5-0 Jordan and Ben, young, talented, standout amateurs, 5-0 in pro. And to continue their winning ways, and what better way to do it? Watch on the card of their big brother headline, man, in Texas. So it's very exciting for them to see and witness what's in front of them, so they can say, hey, man, I can do this as well. So very excited for that as well. We know it's a lot of work, but it's something we up for the task, and they up for the task. We're looking to go 3-0.
Do you feel like this would be like a big coming out party for both of them? Because I know they've been on a lot of the pro box cards, but a lot of the fight fans who've only seen certain cards, like maybe some of the casuals, when they come out to San Antonio or watch a card like that, do you think this is where those two fighters, your son Jordan and Ben, really get a lot of attention going into next year?
Well, they starting to ramp up that attention. I think this helps. But pro boxers been doing a great job with them, keeping them active, keeping them busy on TV. So this is all part of the plan to keep them going. And I do think they will get some more fans come that night, because both of them are fan-friendly fighters.
Awesome. Before I let you go, I know that you're super excited before you guys head out to the camp is what I told your son, right? And, you know, a lot of the boxing fans are going to be really interested to see how this fight pans out, because this opens up a lot of doors. And if anything, your son has been speaking about potentially not just taming the pit, but knocking out the dog. I don't know how to come out with a headline, but just with that information, do you genuinely believe the guy who everyone says has one of the toughest chins, right? They said Canelo has one of them. Pitbull, poker face, can't tell if you heard him, can't tell if he's ever rocked, but your son's saying that he can stop him. So with that, do you see that potentially being the outcome when it comes down to the fight?
He say, Lamont say he gonna stop everybody getting in the ring with him, man. So that's his goal. It don't happen. It don't happen, but he's gonna get the win. That's the most important thing to me. But that will be something special if that was to take place. That would be a statement. But we're not going in there for that. You know what I'm saying? If it comes, it's gonna come within the game. So we just excited, man. Just feeling good and strong, and confident. So and he want to get a fan. It's a great fight. We want to show the fans that he's one of the best fighters in the world. So it will be, that would be something special if that takes place.
All right, right before I let you go, what do you want to tell the fight fans before I leave you?
Hey, everybody tune in December 6th, man. Gonna be a great card, man. This is real boxing right here. This is real fighting right here taking place, man. We fight for the fans. We fight for no excuse. We fight for our family. So come on, support us. We support you. All right.